Hens fans, as we begin tonight's special tribute to Moses Fleetwood Walker, performing I Open My Mouth to the Lord, please welcome the Indiana Missionary Baptist Church Choir.
I open my mouth to the Lord, and I won't turn back. I will go, I shall go, to see what the end's gonna be. I open my mouth to the Lord, and I won't turn back. I will go, I shall go, to see what the end's gonna be. I open my mouth, I open my mouth.
A big round of applause for the Indiana Missionary Baptist Church Choir. Hens fans, please welcome team historian John Husman.
Thank you very much, and allow me to add my welcome to all of you to Fifth Third Field tonight for this special evening, our celebration of our first baseball hero in Toledo, Moses Fleetwood Walker. We're going to be looking at a video in a few minutes on the big scoreboard, but first I'd just like to add a couple of comments of my own that kind of set the record straight about some misnomers about Fleet Walker. Moses Fleetwood Walker of the 1884 Toledo team is without question the first to play Major League Baseball openly as a black man. His brother Welday became the second to do so that same year, also here in Toledo. Jackie Robinson, the best known of these black players, became the third, but much later. There is no quarrel that Toledo was a major league city that year or that the Walkers were team members. Baseball historians, researchers, writers, the Mud Hens, yours truly, and John Thorne, Major League Baseball's official historian, all agree. Thorne has said of Walker, he would be the last black player in the major leagues until 1947. Recent research has caused some, including Thorne, to suggest that another man was the first black to play Major League Baseball. William Edward White was partially African American, did have a one-game Major League career in 1879. White, however, played and lived his life as a white man and faced none of the trials that Walker and Robinson did. Despite the retroactive application of genetic rules, I believe that if Mr. White, who was also partially white, said he was white, we should consider that he was white. Why then does the myth persist that Jackie Robinson was the first? Could it be because Walker played so long ago that what he did no longer seems relevant? Or could it be because the league in which he played has not survived? Could it be that Robinson played within the memory of still living Americans and is still so favored by them? I believe the answer is that Walker's action resulted in the segregation of Major League Baseball. Robinson's like action, on the other hand, resulted in a completely opposite and positive outcome, the integration of our game. Both Walker and Robinson met and withstood the assault of racial bigotry. Their experiences were often painful and very similar, but separated by 63 years. Their times were very different, and the results of their actions were very different. But make no mistake about it, Toledo's, our own Moses Fleetwood Walker, was the first. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
To learn more about African Americans' history in baseball, please enjoy the following
The
presentation.
history of integrating black and white baseball players began back in 1884 in Toledo, Ohio, when Moses Fleetwood Walker and his brother Weldy became the first African American baseball players to compete on an all-white major league team. Considering the time period and segregation, our country took a step backward for several decades and quit allowing the two races to mix on the field. In 1920, the African American players successfully organized a league of their own called the Negro National League. But due to the Depression in the early 1930s, the league folded. However, it did not take long for the African Americans to reorganize and continue to play the game they loved. Finally, by 1947, Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier and played baseball for the Brooklyn Dodgers, all while enduring the hate, prejudice, and death threats from racists. It would take more than 10 years for every team in Major League Baseball to have at least one black player on their roster. This history now is on display at the Detroit Public Library. The exhibit is called Pride and Passion, the African American Baseball Experience, and it literally takes baseball fans back to the beginning and gives them a history lesson they never heard in school.
They can expect surprise, actually, I think, and they also can expect to be informed about things that probably never even crossed their minds as far as what baseball has meant not only to America but to African Americans in general.
Well, Hens fans, tonight's final ceremonial first pitch is a recent graduate of St. Francis de Sales High School. He is the first African-American valedictorian in the school's 55-year history. He played the trumpet in the St. Francis Pep Concert and Marching Bands. He was also president of Junior State of America, the National Honor Society, and the African American Club. He was captain of the school's Quiz Bowl team and a member of his mock trial team. He's also a regular contributor to the Sojourner's Truth newspaper, has spoken at many public venues. He's a National Merit Scholar, Honorary National Achievement Scholar, AP Scholar with Distinction, BP Husky Scholar, Gates Millennium Scholar, Round Brown Scholar, an Elks Most Valuable Student, and the 2011 BCSN Student of the Year. He's going to Harvard to study molecular biology. Hens fans, please welcome Keon Pearson.